Here with Pointer Head men's cross country coach Rick Witt. Coach, you guys brought home another conference championship the other weekend. Can you talk a little bit about that race and the outcome?
Yeah, Mitch, it was an exciting weekend for us. We knew going in that there were 6 really good teams that were all ranked in the top 20 to 25 in the country, and that it was going to be very tight. We thought we had a chance to win. We just knew that if we had to really run our best race of the season to date, if we were going to be able to pull it off. And happy to say that we did just enough. 3 points is really not much in a cross country meet. That's an extra point in football or something like that. So it was really exciting. Our guys stepped up and really did what we were capable of doing. Although I still think we can run a little bit better than we did, and we probably may have to do that this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Talk about some of your top performers from the conference run there.
Well, our top 4 guys have kind of stayed the same all year, and Terry Witowski really stepped up. He'd been our 3rd guy, but those guys had been fairly interchangeable as far as the season has gone. But between Terry Witowski and Tim Thornburg and Joel Hero, those 3 guys had run pretty much the same all year long. And then Sean Asenstein had a stress fracture earlier in the year, and it just took him a little bit longer to kind of get his legs under him and to get really fit. And he took the big step at the conference meet and gave us that 4th guy that we needed up there. And then, we've been hurt a little bit, as far as our depth is concerned. A couple of the guys that we thought might be up there early in the season have, had injuries and some problems. And Derek Nahuda, halfway through the season was diagnosed with a heart problem. And then just a couple of the other guys, David Litzheim, who we thought would be, one of our top 5 or 6 guys, had an ankle injury, and so we don't want to make any excuses. That's injuries are all part of the process. But it's been some of the young guys have had to maybe step up a little bit sooner than we had anticipated for them.
Mm-hmm. And again, you mentioned coming up this weekend the D3 Midwest Regionals. Just kind of talk about what you expect from that race.
Well, this is going to be it's going to be unbelievably tough because right now there are 9 teams ranked in the top 31 in the country in this region. Just from history and stuff, they will probably take 5 teams out of this region. But the margin for error is, very much. Last year, we thought we had a pretty good team, and we ended up being the 6th team, and so I think we could have been in the top 15 or 20 in the country last year, but it's going to be the same thing this year. We're going to have our A game. We have to have those first 4 guys run as well as they did at the conference meet, and then we're going to have to tighten the gap up between our 5th guy and the first 4 if we're going to get the job done.
Mm-hmm. And can you kind of explain for the people that don't really know, how does the whole qualifying process work at this meet for the national?
There are 8 regions in the country, and 2 teams from each region automatically qualify. There then are at-large berths awarded on the strength of the region. And because of the strength of this region, with 9 teams being in the top 26 or whatever, it's pretty much a sure thing that we will get 5. 5 is the maximum that you can get out of any one region. There's been a lot of lobbying, trying to remove the so-called cap as to how many teams can qualify for each region. But as far as this year is concerned, there will be 5, and that's kind of based on your whole body of work during the course of the season. Who have you run against? Who have you beaten? Just as an example, this region, about a month ago, we ran at UWSP, and the 10th ranked team in this region beat the 1st ranked team in the region that is made up of Minnesota, Iowa, and Nebraska. So it just kind of shows how tough this region really is.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Well, good luck this weekend, Coach, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Mitch.